Bonjour, and good morning.
Hola, woman.
Would you like to rap about Jesus?
So, does the carpet match the drapes? Oh, they do!
Excuse us.
Oh, nice tiki man. You know who else was a man?
Joseph Smith.
That's right! And you know where I learned that? Not from DVDs, Satan's Pancakes. No! From the Book of Mormon.
Hey, speaking of pancakes, let's get down to Bisquick. Oh, I meant business. Oh. You see, Melinda,
May we call you Melinda?
when Joseph Smith came to be over 60,000 years ago,
And this was long before he became chief.
he brought with him the doctrine of Mormonism. And the writings that Milo holds in his hands right now were not written just for him and me. They were written for you, Melinda.
Now, I know we've heard the stereotypes before.
Been there.
We can't have caffeine.
Not allowed out on the Sabbath.
We watch our language.
We have 67 wives each.
Eat a lot of watermelon.
Not allowed to vote.
We're penny pinching Jews.
Really good at math.
We'll steal your cars.
Small, nimble hands to bake cookies.
We have big penises.
We weave ponchos and togas out of colored ribbon and string.
We'll illegally cross the border from Mexico.
Paint murals with our feces.
We don't know how to drive.
We harass non-believers and pushing our own values on them.
And even though it's true that we love fried chicken, that's not what we're all about.
You see, Melinda,
Can we call you Melinda?
over 600 million years ago, Joseph Smith was contacted by a spirit one night, and this spirit spoke to him. It told him to go out to an old birch tree every single night for 2 years, and he did that. And on the last night of the 2 years, 7 golden tablets lay before him in the foliage, and as he dug them up, he realized that there were inscriptions on these golden plates. Now, he wasn't just going to cash them in at some old Pawn One store. He took them home, and he put them in a satchel, and as he leaned in, he could see the spirits performing the words before him, and they were rolling off his tongue like sarsaparilla or sweet molasses on a summer day. His friend was sitting right next to him, and he transcribed every bit of it, and that is exactly what we have in good old Book of Mormon these days.
Now, think about what Joseph Smith did for you. He died. You know how he was killed? They bayoneted him right in the neck. Just like, "Arrgh! Arrgh!" You know how else he died? He died by falling out of a window. You know how else he died? Food poisoning. For you! For you. You know how else he died? Alligators. You know how else he died? He ripped off his own arms. You know how else he died? He killed himself. You know how else he died? He choked on something. Joseph Smith died for our sins. And if it wasn't for John Wilkes Booth, he'd still be alive today.
And you know what this means, Melinda? He died so that you could sit there on your plush couch, and so you could tie your shoes, and cut your fingernails, and bat your hair, and fornicate with your husband, and turn on your lamps, and hang up your posters, and paint your apartment, and buy a dog, and then you can't keep the dog because it goes to the bathroom everywhere, and you can't house train a dog once it's past 3 years and you adopted it from the local humane society, and you can't just do that. You can't just reverse 3 years of an upbringing of a wild animal. You just can't, so you have to bring it back to the humane society that you bought it from, and everyone there gives you the stink eye because you're just a terrible pet owner. These are the reasons that he died. And these are the privileges that you have as an American, as a human, as a Homo sapien, and as a potential Mormon. This is why Joseph Smith died. For you, Melinda. Dinner?
We're just trying to help you, Melinda. Oh, thanks.
Melinda, have you ever thought about God?
Have you ever been inside a woman?
Have you ever just yearned for something more?
Have you ever played chess naked?
Have you ever just wanted to know and not have to figure it out?
Have you ever wished that you were in the Civil War?
Have you ever been walking down the sidewalk and been like, man, it's really cold outside and I wish it wasn't so cold?
Have you ever seen yourself naked?
Have you ever wished that maybe you could go to sleep quicker than anybody in the world?
Have you ever watched Clarissa Explains It All?
And then wake up in the morning and be like, hey, I feel great. And it's going to be a great day for me.
Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego?
You see, Melinda, the answer to all these questions is yes. And all you need to do to make it so is just take a sip of my soup. There you go. There you go. Well, in good time.
What's going on?
Who the fuck are you? Listen here, pal. I don't know who the
Yeah.
hell you think you are, but
Yep.
get out!
What is your name? I live here, Johnson. I doubt it.
Yeah, I doubt it too. You don't just walk into somebody's house without
Barge
asking or
right in.
knocking.
Well, I'm gonna walk in and interrupt conversations.
Yeah, like that. You don't just do it, man.
That's what you sound like. You haven't
Asshole.
even spoke. Idiot.
I'm gonna call you that. I'm
Yeah.
gonna call you Dick.
He will call you that name.
Doodle Brain.
He'll call you that too.
I'll call you Doodle Bop.
He's on a roll. Call him Jelly.
I'll call you anything. What?
What is this, some kind of joke? Bible thumping morons?
Bitch. Son of a bitch! God. Look what you've done. There's not even a door there. Get out. I said get out.
What are you talking about? This is my house.
Get out!